feels so good to watch such good music. Kia ora and welcome back. My name is ZoeStibi, your vocal coach for today, and welcome back to my channel where I hopefully teach you how to sing, or I help you to sing like your favorite artist. But today we are going to be taking a look at Alicia Keys' Fallin at her Tiny Desk concert. I had to do it. And there's a bunch of freebies in the description, including my online singing course, The Fundamentals of Singing. Let's see what she's up to with her vocal technique.
All right, let's do it then.
Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue, sometimes I feel good, at times I feel yours. Loving you, darling, makes me so confused. I keep on falling.
Okay, I had to stop it there. I had to stop it there to say, holy shit. That is so awesome. What a way to take a song that everybody knows so well, to change it up slightly, and then to launch into the song. Notice the way that she's using her tongue and her mouth position in order to create the different sounds that she's creating. Let's go back to the beginning and watch it again, and really notice that the timbre changes. So the color of the sound changes when she's moving her mouth position. It's like utter artistry. I just had to be said. I'm not gonna break long. Had to be said. Can you say, I keep on falling in. And she lifted her chin slightly, opened that mouth. Now that brings about a much thicker vocal fold sound. So that chest voice sound, when you lift the chin slightly, opening your mouth here, creating more of that trumpet shape, is also going to give the impression that the vocal folds are thicker. It's going to give a slightly louder, more resonant sound. So with
you,
watch those lips.
Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue, sometimes I feel good, at times I feel much pleasure and cause me so much pain. Just when I think I'm taking more than what a fool, I stop falling back in love with you. I keep on falling.
This is stunning. Did you see when she goes, loving you, darling? And she allowed that tongue to go down at the back. You see more space opening up generally in the mouth. The mouth shape is just so important in this song. And you can really hear that when she's opening the mouth, she's just lifting the chin ever so slightly. Now, that's kind of going to cheat the larynx down. Actually, who the fuck cares? As long as you're not really like hurting yourself or pushing it down or whatever, then you can kind of use that feeling of that crying out to create that darker timbre that she's got going. Now, the tongue plays a huge role in your singing. So if you want a freebie, check it out in the description below, because it really, really will help you to sing this sort of stuff, to get an idea of where the tongue is in the mouth and what you're doing with it. Let's just keep enjoying.
I'm taking more than what a fool. I stop falling back in love with you. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never love someone when I'm loving you. Let's wait a minute like this. Let's go. Repeat, say. I'm falling. One more time, come on. I'm falling. Yeah, go ahead. All right, it's your turn. Here we go. Cause we did this already, so we know what we're doing. So we're just gonna grab that chorus, all of us together. We're gonna sing so loud, it's gonna feel so good. 1, 2. I keep on falling in and out of love.
One thing I do want to just say, when you are watching performances like this and you're saying, okay, I really want to make that sound that Alicia Keys is making. Now, you can hear when she's speaking that there's something going on inside the throat. There's a distinct catch in the voice when she's singing, when she's going into a quieter sound than it is coming out, and when she is going into a slightly louder sound, it's going away, which is quite interesting. Now, obviously, I'm not a doctor and I haven't seen her vocal folds, but what that's kind of telling me is that there's something going on inside at the level of the vocal folds. And what happens is when you sing louder, so if you're someone who finds that, okay, well, when I sing down low, my voice is like proper scratchy, and then when I go up high, it all disappears. Like I just need to sing really loud, right? Well, what happens is when you're singing louder is you're actually pressing more of the vocal fold together. So of course it goes away because you're using more effort in order to get that closure of the vocal fold. So I like to tell singers to start really, really quietly and to practice really, really quietly, because that way they can really pay attention to what's actually going on with the vocal folds themselves. I'm obviously not saying that Alicia Keys has anything wrong with her voice. She might do, she might not. She's a grown up, she's got plenty of money, she can go get herself checked out. I don't necessarily think that some of these effects can be brought in by technique alone.
So we're just gonna grab that chorus, all of us together, we're gonna sing so loud, it's gonna feel so good. 1, 2. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone way that I love you. I'm falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone way that I break it down. You got me going down. I'm falling. No, 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 no. You got me going in circles. I'm falling.
Isn't music just so cool? Oh my God, that just set me up for an absolutely awesome day. I know that this is coming out in the afternoon, but I do most of my filming first thing in the morning when I'm really fresh, I'm ready, my voice is fresh before I start teaching for the day. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Honestly, I don't really have much else to say about Alicia Keys. She's a vocal wizard. She creates such fantastic sounds, and you can kind of hear that as well. I start falling, and in some situations, I don't know, I can't quite remember. Maybe that was just me, where she's like tightening just slightly at the back of the throat in order to create falling. And to create that kind of sound. You also saw those two lovely supporting singers, and the way that their mouth shapes were quite different actually. So just think about when you're singing things like pop and rock music versus classical, it's a lot to do with the mouth shape, which is why, you know, a lot of classical singing teachers will often say, okay, the vowels have to be up and down, all that sort of stuff. That's great for classical, but it doesn't make any sense whatsoever for your pop and your rock technique. But I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here today. It's awesome as usual to have a look at Alicia Keys. I think my first look at Alicia Keys actually, oh my goodness, is Bad Zoe. Check out some other cool singers over here though, and we're gonna look at more Alicia Keys, I promise you. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Alicia Keys. We can geek out about vocal technique. Just whatever, I'm just gonna say have an awesome day. Ka kite anō, happy singing.